Welcome back to another episode of MSB Vibe. I'm just here to remind you that we all serve a purpose. And in this episode, I want to share 7 signs with you that lets you know that you're going through a spiritual awakening. Okay, the first sign is that you might feel that your life feels a little bit false. Because now you're starting to question everything and you're like, everything that I learned in my life is false. Growing up, they taught me so much in school, in church, but now I'm seeing that it doesn't apply to life because now we're understanding what life means a little more and you're waking up. And then you're starting to find out that not everybody you associate yourself with have your best interest in mind. And not everyone wants to see you at your best potential because they'll always question, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But you know that in your heart, you know you're doing the right thing. Don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing because you're waking up to your spiritual being. And another thing you might notice in this first stage in the process is that you're starting to question yourself, like you don't know what to do in life anymore because now you want to take another approach on life, but you don't know where to begin. All of this is perfectly fine. This is just meaning that you're waking up and you're starting to question everything. And this is the key point, and this is what you need to do. And you also find that most people around your circle aren't giving you genuine love. Most of it is fake. Because if you're not benefiting them, they disappear. Poof, they're gone. And you're just seeing that the people's perception of you is all wrong. You might be a certain way, but they don't know the true you. You're only the person that you've been leading them on to believing that you are. But now you're understanding this, and these are all things you're going to question and ask yourself about and start working on. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's all good. That's just the perception they have about you, but they don't know the true you. It's fine. And the second sign is that you might crave for more meaning and purpose in your life, asking many questions like, why are you here? How can you do better? You want to know what's the purpose of life? Why are you here on this planet with all these billions of other people? What is your purpose? This is the questions that you're starting to ask now. And through asking these questions, you want to know how you can do better and how you can help other people out too. Because now you're waking up and you're having more of a sense and understanding that your life needs more meaning and your life needs more purpose. So now you want to do more research and gain more information, since we already know that everything that we were taught growing up was lies. Now we want to find the truth. This is why key number 2, you craving meaning and purpose, is so important, because that's a critical stage in your life, because a whole bunch of things you were doing in your past life before you started having this awakening starts to dawn on you, and you're asking yourself, why are you not happy? And you're doing everything you want to, but for some reason it's not fulfilling your soul purpose in life. Now you might find yourself researching for more information so you can gain the truth, so you can know what the real information out there. You might find yourself reading more, watching more videos on YouTube, videos that people might deem weird or crazy, but you know there's a little bit of truth to everything. And then you also will start working on your flaws, and you're always gonna ask yourself, why am I doing this and how can I do that better? And you're always going to strive to be a better person. And number 3 is you want more solitude. And all solitude means is that state of being alone. You find it more comfortable to be more alone than socializing with a lot of people who are not on the same frequency, wavelength as you. Like, you start to find out that you want to focus more on yourself because you want to be a better person, and you want to learn yourself more to see who you are as a person and what you really stand for. And you just want to find what brings you peace in life. What do you enjoy doing that you want to focus more on, that's really going to bring you more peace? All of this is good in the key stage of number 3, you wanting more solitude, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone to build yourself to be a better person. And then you find out that you're not really getting into too much conflict anymore, because you're not really dealing with all those negative energies anymore. Everything's more positive, because without those negative influences, you get to go back to your being and yourself, and you start to feel great. You start to feel like you can accomplish so much, and you start working on yourself. And this is really critical. We all need to step back sometime, shut out people in our life that's negative and have nothing positive to influence our life, and we just start building from there. And the 4th sign is you start to feel completely lost and alone, which is fine. Don't think too hard about it, because I know you're asking a lot of things and wanting to know why does nobody truly really understands you, and why nobody really truly understands your value. It's good. Now you can really try to understand yourself and understand your value, so you can be yourself and people can see you for who you really are. Because I know at this point of feeling lost and alone, you feel like you've been wasting your whole life. You feel like there's a greater purpose, but you've been wasting your life doing things that really wasn't serving you in the right manner in your life. And you don't really know what the real truth is, so you're in a state of confusion. I understand, but you're gonna get through it. You're just waking up. And I know you probably don't know what to do next with your life. Just keep doing what you're doing now. Research, gain this information, and you're going to flourish, and you're going to excel through this spiritual awakening that you're going through right now. But sign number 5, you start seeing through the illusion of society, and you start seeing how the news and different organizations start putting out these stories. It might be true, it might be false, we don't know, but they create a narrative. And you might find yourself following a false narrative, you never know, but you start to notice it, because you start seeing more through the illusions through your awakening. And then you actually see the people in your life that has nothing to contribute but negativity, and you start weaving them out. You don't know why you're doing it. You don't know why you're cutting so much people out of your life, but understand you're waking up to a greater purpose and you're doing a good thing. Now you might be asking questions like, why do I celebrate holidays, or why do I do the things that I do? And you really are going to start researching more on these topics, and you're going to find out a lot of things that you never knew. But it's good, because you're questioning everything and you're gaining the right information now. And you might even know that everybody's going through something. It's not just you. So never think that you're alone. There's a lot of people going through stuff. They might not tell you about it, but trust me, everybody's going through something, from the rich to the poor. We all have demons and we all have problems that we're going through in our life, and you notice that now. And now you're starting to realize that most people will mislead you just so they can stay rich and you stay poor, because they're always going to point you in a direction that's always going to make you poor and them stay rich. That's how the game goes. And sign number 6, you're going to start experiencing more synchronicity. All that means is that you might start thinking about something and you just start manifesting it into your reality. Like, if you haven't seen somebody, like a friend or a relative, in a very long time, and you just start to think about them that day, and behold, you bump into them at a local store or a restaurant or whatever it may be, or just like you want to do something in your life. Like me, I wanted to do YouTube videos, and then I manifested it in my life. More synchronicities starting to happen. That's good, because you know you're going on the right path. And sign number 7 is that you're going to start feeling a deeper empathy and compassion towards other beings. You're going to start being more kind to people. You're not going to be rude like you used to be when you weren't waking up. And you're starting to understand people and the things that they're going through and dealing with in their life. And you can be more understanding too. And you're not going to be so quick to judge people. You're going to be non-judgmental now, because you understand that we are all not perfect. You're going to start caring more for people, which is good. These are all things you should have already been doing, but you notice yourself doing it more, meaning that you're waking up to your higher self. And another thing is you might end up giving more than you would give. You're willing to give now to somebody you see going through something, or somebody that probably is not in the best position in their life right now, and you feel so much compassion and empathy towards that person that you just want to help, and you want to help other people. These signs are the 7 signs to let you know that you're going through a spiritual awakening. So make sure you like and subscribe to my videos, because I want to produce more videos, and I want you guys to help me out. I want the feedback. I want to understand what you guys are going through. I want to understand your stories. I try to interact with everybody as much as I can, and I try to put enough videos out every time I get a chance to. And stay tuned for the next video. Till next time, I'll be back. This is MSB Vibes.